show this ring till next hour. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It matches. We're bringing it out for you. So we have it all out, all the matching pieces. And you know, if you ever watch Jay's show, if you want the matching coordinating pieces, it's always smart to try to get those if you can swing it. We've almost sold 900, though, of the necklaces in the turquoise now. 700 of you have said, I'm going for that turquoise. And you know, it is, Jay, I mean, this is really a spectacular collection, and it took you years to even gather enough to do this one day, right?
Well, the big thing with turquoise, and same thing with the lapis, like I was telling everybody about lapis. You know, lapis is actually, turquoise, you know, you don't find turquoise all over the world, right? In fact, a lot of the places we're getting turquoise now are places that we, you know, that we sought out, and that we were able to put together the deals with the miners, and we're able to get the turquoise. The same thing with the lapis. Lapis is virtually impossible to get in this coloration, beautiful, right? Too. This all comes out of the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan. Now, you do have lapis throughout the world, but it's mainly just specimens, right? It's not really someplace that, especially Hindu Kush region, just so everybody knows, it's not someplace where you just decide to walk in there and stroll in and make a deal. It is Afghanistan. It's a whole different gig. But I want everybody to know, okay, look, a lot of effort and thought and time. This turquoise necklace that you're seeing here is one of the largest graduated faceted turquoise necklaces I've ever made in my life. It takes 4 pounds of rough material. Now you're saying to yourself, you're saying, well, 4 pounds, I mean, you know, this thing weighs 4 pounds. No. On your first initial cut, it takes 4 pounds of those big size nuggets, okay? Not little small stuff. I mean, all big size nuggets to be able to cut these. The same thing with the lapis here. I know you've seen this before, but we hand grade all of our lapis. We go through and every bit of this, now this has all been selected, right? We might go through 5–10 tons of lapis to be able to get maybe 2 tons total that that's the quality that we'll use. Now, that being said, now there's not 10 tons of lapis to go through when you go to and look at the lapis. They don't, I mean, it's just a bunch of garbage in most cases. It's gotten to the point where, you know, like a lot of the lapis, to be honest with you right now, is being treated, colored, enhanced. A lot of them, they're doing like these heat treatments to it, to where they're boiling it, and it looks funny when you look at the rough. Now, we cut everything, so I guarantee you this is the real deal, okay? But look at the quality of this lapis, that dark blue. The same thing with this turquoise, okay? This is what we're calling Andean Ice. We named it for that, for the reason that it almost has that robin's egg glow-in-the-dark turquoise color. Also, please keep in mind that very little turquoise rough will take a facet. All right? How many faceted turquoise items do you see or have you seen in your lifetime? It takes
That's true. That's a great point.
Look, this material is extremely, extremely hard. For anything to take a facet, it's just like diamonds or amethyst, or it has to be a certain hardness. In most cases, when you see turquoise, what do you see? It's not faceted, it's just polished,
yeah, just
right?
Polished, right? They're
just polished, or they're nuggets. That's because of the hardness. I will tell you right now, to do this, and they wanted a lot more for us. We wanted
always
to
hold
the price down, but honestly, the reason you don't see these kind of designs out there right now is because for a normal person that has normal connections, he will pay for 4 pounds of this material in this grade, in those size nuggets. If they're connected, well, they will spend literally about $800 just to buy the rough. That's not any of the labor. That's not any of the silver. That's not doing anything. It's just, I think in a lot of ways, you know, and it's really great that we can spoil everybody, but I just want, I guess
that's a great point.
The main thing is people realize you just don't wave your magic wand and make this happen. This material, even if you can find it in any kind of, you know, any kind of bulk to be able to do a project like this, just the cost of the material is usually cost prohibitive. And that's why you're not seeing necklaces, and you're sure not seeing something faceted in this size,
and
right?
Even if you saw a little bit, it would be just down here at the bottom. And then the rest would be some other beads, or it would just be a string, or it would be sterling silver. It wouldn't be,
look at the clarity and the consistency of this.
On me.
Okay, and this is, again, the natural color. It's all natural blues. This material is very clean, like I showed you some of the rough. Very, very little matrix in it at all. I mean, there is a little matrix. If it is, it'll be either a real like dark red, or since it has a lot of there's a lot of iron in the deposit, you'll see it where it's ferrous oxide, so it's like a black matrix. But here again,
it really is
4
vivid,
pounds. It takes 4 pounds of lapis and 4 pounds of turquoise to make one necklace.
All right, Jay, let me do a really quick update, only because, again, I kind of predicted what I felt, because the turquoise is just so unique. It's unlike any turquoise you have in your collection. I will guarantee you that. You will look at this and you're just going to be, it's almost like a semi-precious transparency to it. That is how vivid and luscious and bright and gorgeous this turquoise is. So I had predicted that I felt the turquoise was going to sell out first, and I am correct. I've been doing this a long time, okay? But here's the story. We've now sold 1,300. We've been talking about this for about 10, 11 minutes, right? 1,300 already gone. Of that 1,300, 1,100 are the turquoise choice. So what does that mean when you do the math? I have now less than 3,000 available in the turquoise necklace for the next 23 hours. And again, if you just think ahead a little bit, that means obviously the turquoise will be sold out, and it's going to happen very, very early. It will not last long. This is such a tremendous buy for a gorgeous turquoise. It's not the dull typical stuff. This is very magical. It has a presence to it that you've just never seen before. And when you open the box, I wish I could be there. I would love to do that. I would love to be at your house and just hide. And then when you open the box, you go, like, it's one of those moments you go, it's so vivid. It's almost ethereal. What is it? Is that the word I want? Yeah, it's like, it's mysterious in a way. And you'll understand it. I know you will when you get it at home and you see it for the first time. And then you wear it and it just pops off black, or you wear it with white in the summertime, or the khaki, or you've got a chocolate brown. I love turquoise with, chambray jeans and a chocolate turtleneck. With this necklace, it really will be the creme de la creme of all your turquoise that you have. And again, you'll see that when you get it home. The cuff, we're down to the final 300 in both choices. My ring's starting to get limited. Obviously, the earrings are available. And it's funny, Jay, because again, we say if you can swing it, do it. But because this turquoise is so bright and it is so vivid, it will be very hard to find matching turquoise earrings.
Well, the key is this: it's all cut off of the same rough stock out of the same load.
All at once, right?
Now, that being said, it's not like I went on one trip and bought 10 tons of this turquoise. Okay, this was gathered over a 2-year period in lots of anywhere from 20 kilos to maybe 500 kilos. They only mine this particular rough 6 to 7 months out of the year. The rest of the time they can't get to it. It's got snowpack, or the ground is frozen. This is, just so people are aware of this, in turquoise, okay, in the case of turquoise, it is very rare that they're just mining turquoise. Usually turquoise is a byproduct of copper mining, nickel mining, tin, iron. They're going after something else besides turquoise, and the turquoise is a secondary, it's a secondary product. As they're removing dirt, then, and they're taking the overburden and they're mining the copper or whatever, they'll find the veins of turquoise. In this case, this is hard rock mining. They actually mine for this turquoise. It's not like I just back up a pickup truck and say, load it up, guys, okay? Doesn't work like that. Also, you have to realize the logistics of getting this material out. There is not much infrastructure in this area. To be able to put this together, we're very fortunate that we've got a lot of great partners that help us in this endeavor. But I will tell you right now, I know the turquoise market really well. We're fortunate in the fact that we have the turquoise connections. people have heard me say this before. When I started out in the 70s, I bought from over 27 turquoise mines in the United States, right? 27. At that time, of those 27, there's one of them that's active now. That there's only one turquoise mine of those 27. There's a few other small deposits around, but we've gone to Mexico. China was huge. Mongolia. Chile is a new, kind of one of the new areas that we're developing. But it's not like you can just go get this material. And that's why you're not, and it's just, the proof is, go online or if you're out there in the market, you know, at one time you saw a lot of turquoise, right? Yeah. You saw a lot of turquoise necklaces.
You said that. We had a full conversation about that. He goes, Suze, when was the last time you saw a full, long turquoise necklace? Like a big one with big turquoise.
This is the biggest
and not even
that I've
faceted.
made. Okay, this is the biggest faceted, graduated turquoise necklace that I've ever made.
22 years later.
Okay, 22 years, I've never made one this size in this quality of turquoise. It's just a miracle that we could put this together.
So
and
true.
again, this is something that took a lot of time, a lot of effort to put it together. The same thing with the lapis. We wanted to give you the choice of lapis or turquoise. And I will tell you this right now, okay? The lapis, I know we're talking about the turquoise, but this lapis is nothing to sneer at, okay? This is like super high grade lapis. It's that real high blues. We just kind of like even lucked into that, you know, the lapis material. We kind of made 50-50. We were just originally going to just try to make all turquoise. Once we got into it, we started cutting it and realizing how much rough material it was going to take. We decided we were going to go lapis also and give you that choice, your choice.
Hey, you know what, Jay, it's funny. I was wearing the lapis the other day during one of our clearance shows, and we were doing this jewelry armoire, and I put the lapis on, and every time the camera came to me, that sparkle and the faceting, it's equally as beautiful. You know, it's kind of like, are you a turquoise girl, lapis girl? Which one do you kind of want more? But I would say I was wearing it, and I could see myself in the monitor, and it was always like, oh, wow. Because again, you normally don't see lapis faceted. It doesn't have that evening glow to it that this faceting creates, that elegance to it. And I told Jay that. I said, it's such an elegant take on lapis and a beautiful, elegant take on turquoise, which elevates it in your jewelry wardrobe. You know, you have your nuggets, those are great, they're fine. But once you get this high blue and then you have that stunning natural lapis, with the faceting, it just almost it takes it to that couture dressy level because of that complicated faceting work. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to